I ran out of my Clean Simple Eats greens, and Groons sent me some of their daily vitamins. So I've been having these this month, or like the last few weeks, instead of the other greens. I like that they're little gummy bears. You can just like eat them. But I will say I miss having like actual powdered greens to drink because it helped me drink more water first thing in the morning. So I will be repurchasing those greens once I run out of these. Good morning, you guys. Hello and welcome to today's morning routine. I wanted to do a 2024 morning routine to help you kickstart the new year in a really good way. It's Friday right now, but you guys are going to be seeing this on Sunday, which is going to be the very last day of the year, and it'll be like a true Sunday reset, and we'll have Monday and the 1st to start off fresh for the entire year. I hope you all have a fantastic New Year's Eve and a great start to your new year. The coffee is hitting this morning. I don't know what it was. I was just craving a cold coffee, which is odd because I've been on a hot coffee kick. I've been trying to really create a good morning routine for myself. This week I've been waking up at 5:30 pretty much almost every single day. There was a few days where I slept in like a little bit later, but for the most part my alarm has been 5:30 a.m. wake up, sunrise feature, and then I kind of just get up once I wake up from that. So slowly easing into that, but I do eventually want to be like a consistent 5 a.m. 5:30 a.m. morning routine person. I've been adding a few things into my morning routine this week that I wanted to share with you guys, and hopefully this will inspire you guys to have a good morning routine to start out the new year right. Every morning I've been doing 20 minutes of red light therapy. This is the most recent red light therapy device that I got. This is from Higher Dose. I will say these things are not cheap, so you have been warned, but I also love my little red light box. But I just love starting every single morning with red light therapy, and this makes it so easy because it's like portable. You can charge the little battery pack and then you can like go wherever, do wherever. So if you wanted to be like mobile while you do your red light therapy, you can. But I've been doing 20 minutes of this. It has like a automatic timer, so it'll shut off after 20 minutes. And then while I have been doing my red light, I've also been either like reading up. I've been doing like a lot more research on red light. Like yesterday I was learning about red light and eyesight, and today I think I'm going to listen to an educational podcast while I sit back, because I can't really like do much when it's like I don't have my contacts in and I'm wearing this. So it kind of forces me to just either like read my phone really closely, or I just want to start listening to a podcast while I'm like laying there and sipping on my coffee. So that's what we're gonna do today. Higher Dose also sent over their glow serum. This is not sponsored at all. They just kindly sent this over, and I have been using it for the last week and a half, and I so far love this thing. I do my face mask in the morning for my red light, and then I do my panel with my red light in the evenings, so that one's more of like a full body red light, whereas this one is just like focused on my face. I'd say red light therapy is the one habit that I'm so glad that I incorporated into my routine this year, and it is the number one thing I will be incorporating into my routine continuing into 2024. Leave a comment down below and let me know what is something that you added into your routine this year that you will be continuing into 2024. I'm curious. Coffee, red light, I'm gonna find a podcast. I don't even know where my phone is now that I'm blind. Can't see very well without my glasses. But I'm gonna find a podcast to listen to. We're just gonna lay in bed for 20 minutes until this thing turns off. The Mindset Mentor is one of my favorite, like, shorter podcasts to listen to. I would listen to these every single morning when I would take Bentley out, and they're like 18 to 20 minutes, so they're the perfect length. I'm just gonna find one to listen to for this morning, and we'll get our red light therapy and educational podcast in. I feel like this one's fitting.
Goal setting workshop this Thursday evening, where I'm going to teach you how to get the right clarity to set your goals, how to create rock solid. Been doing to grow hasn't been that hard. You know, it's been very knowledge based. It's been courses, it's been reading books, but there hasn't been any like applied suffering. And applied suffering means, if you go back to a few episodes ago,
okay, 20 minutes of red light therapy done. And I actually really loved the podcast that I listened to today. It was basically talking about how, you know, you can make all of these changes, you can read all of the books, you can do all of the work, like work with coaches, like all that kind of stuff. But if you're resisting like going through the actual hard part of it, like you have to work through that discomfort in order to actually change. So you have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, and that was basically like the whole overall of the podcast, how to better yourself for the new year and how to like actually make a change. And I really liked that one, so I highly recommend listening to that if you haven't checked out Mindset Mentor, one of my favorite podcasts. Another little goal for myself for my mornings, is to start doing my morning skincare. My gym routine is usually just like all over the place, and I've realized that one thing that I haven't been doing the last like 2 months is actually doing my morning skincare. So I'm literally only doing like my nightly skincare every single night, and I'm not getting the benefits of like my morning skincare in the mornings because I'm like, oh, I'll just, you know, wait until after my workout to do my skincare routine. But I'm just gonna start doing my skincare first thing in the morning, because some days I work out at like 9 a.m. Some days I don't work out until 1 p.m. And then by the time I like shower after that, sometimes it's like 3 p.m. and I'm like, nah, I'll just do my evening skincare. So I never actually get around to doing my morning skincare. So that's what we're gonna do today. And that's what I'm gonna implement into my morning routine, is to just start doing my morning skincare the minute that I wake up, so that my skin has time to like soak in all of my skincare before I get started with my day. Like today I'm not working out until 9 a.m. and it's 6 a.m. right now, so I have plenty of time for my skincare to like set in and soak in, and that way once I shower afterwards I won't have to do this like whole skincare routine. I'll just have to do like some moisturizer because I've already done like my morning skincare for the morning. See, this is the thing though, I don't even have like a morning skincare routine anymore because I'm like, I have forgotten what I used to do. My evening skincare routine is like dialed in. I feel really good about it. I always try to use up the rest of like products that I have before opening new skincare products. I feel like I have so much skincare still that I want to try out in my little like basket of all of my extras. But I've been trying to go through some of this other stuff first before I dive into any of that, because I don't want to have like multiple things open all at once. Okay, morning skincare is done. Oh my goodness, you guys, I have not had acne this bad in so long. Like, I genuinely don't know what is causing this, and I'm not a fan of it. It's just so frustrating when you have like really good skin days and then you have like a really bad flare up like this. Like, it's so frustrating. If you're struggling with acne too, I feel you. It sucks. It's like only on this one side, so I'm like, I don't know what is happening. It's so cold. It's only 52 out, but my car has been sitting in the cold. It feels so much colder in here. I was gonna take the 9 a.m. workout class, but then I checked and it's like almost full. So I think I'm just gonna go to the 8 a.m. and then I just didn't want to risk not being able to like double bench because I don't really feel like running today. Like, I kind of just want to do lifting, and I didn't want to end up having to run because the class was full and like we have to switch. So I'm gonna head to the studio a little early and take the 8 a.m. instead. Oh, I'm so cold. some very exciting news that I haven't announced yet. I announced that I got the job at the new gym, and I start teaching. Well, I have one class that I get to like sub so far, and I get to start teaching essentially next week. So we have 2 studio locations. We have one in Del Mar and one in Pacific Beach. The one that I get to teach my first class at is in Pacific Beach, and I've never been to that studio before. One of my friends from Cause actually works at the same studio, so I'm gonna go take her 10 a.m. class because I have yet to go to the studio. I want to get a feel for it, how the class kind of like flows and everything. So I don't normally double and work out this much in one morning. This is not like gonna be part of my typical morning routine. I just need you guys to know that. I do want to go just so I can get a feel for the studio. So you don't have to work out twice in one morning, but that is what my plan is for today. I wasn't essentially gonna do that, but I was like, you know what, since I'm already down here, I might as well drive a few minutes further. I want to go take the other class because I don't know if I will have an opportunity to go take a class before I teach there. So I'm like, I just really want to get a feel for the land, you know, like I don't want to go in there blind and be like, how does everything run? I ran into Jimbo's to get a yogurt and a protein shake because I'm going to take the other workout class and I need some fuel. I was starting to get hungry in the middle of that workout. This is, I have never heard of this brand before, but I love vanilla Greek yogurt or any kind of yogurt. So this one has A2 protein. I don't know. It's grass-fed. Good for you. Let's see how this is. It smells really good. It's like, I just need something of substance to get me through the next workout. Oh, that's good. That's really good yogurt. I somehow ended up on the side of TikTok where it's talking all about basically just like an animal protein diet and mostly stuff that's all organic and grass-fed, grass-finished, all that kind of stuff, and how you can eat just very simply with foods like that. And I'm like trying to implement that kind of into my diet. I don't know if I will go to the extreme quite yet because I want to like figure it out, but like for example, breakfast, I keep it simple with like yogurt and fruit, and then I had sourdough bread. I'm trying to like stick to just sourdough versus like all these other breads with a lot of like fillers and sugar and like added things into them, because I don't feel great after always eating that. I try my best to eat like as many whole foods as I can. Obviously no one is freaking perfect. I'm gonna try to balance it with like 80-20 for the most part. But I love how simple the idea of this diet is. Basically like just real food that you're eating. So like for dinner the other day, I had ground beef and I added some cheese on top and did like 2 little burger patties, and then I had like an apple with it, which is so random. Like I would never think to have like, you know, 2 burger patties and an apple, but I was full for like the rest of the evening. I feel like I overthink my meals a lot, and you guys know that I have really been struggling with just finding foods that sound good, and I am still in that phase where like this has been going on for probably way too long. It's almost like food anxiety, and I know a lot of you said that you could also relate to that, which is why I want to like share it again and tell you guys like how I'm gonna approach it from this point on. I think I'm gonna try to start implementing that into my diet going into the new year and just kind of see how it goes. I think the simpler it is, the easier it's gonna be for me to like actually eat things, and I need to just have like my constant staples of go-to like quick and easy meals, because when I start to overcomplicate it, that's when I end up not eating, because then I'm just like overthinking everything, and then I'm like, it sounds exhausting to make a meal. So something like having like yogurt in the mornings and like sourdough toast, a few eggs, like easy things like that it's not gonna take me like so much time and energy to make, is gonna keep me eating. Sorry, that was like a little random rant, but I just wanted to update you guys on that and like how I've been doing with all of that. Still struggling, but I'm hoping this new approach and this simple approach to food will help me break out of this weird food anxiety that I've been dealing with for like the last 8 months now. I won't lie, this is some of the best yogurt that I've had. I love vanilla yogurt, but I do try to like keep in mind the sugar content in the yogurt when I'm eating it, and the protein content. Obviously the higher the protein, the longer it's going to keep you full. And I've been buying the Chobani like less sugar Greek yogurt, and that is really good, but it still does have like a decent amount of sugar in it. This one only has 7 grams, which I feel like isn't too crazy compared to some of the other brands that I have tried. I honestly might end up going to like some other Whole Foods stores, probably a little bit closer to home, and when I do my next grocery stock, just really paying attention to what I'm buying. Because I don't really love to have things with like stevia and like fake sugars and stuff. Like I just don't love the taste of it. It's like overly sweet and it's like too much. So I don't typically like buy stuff with fake sweeteners, but you know, again, no one is perfect. You have those days. Sometimes it's the only thing that you can get. So also be kind to yourself when it comes to stuff like that. It's okay to have some of the bad things too with the good things. For a protein shake, this is the only one that I can really drink here. Only what you need: 20 grams of protein, 5 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber. This one has a lot of like greens and stuff in it too. The other thing that I love looking for when I'm searching, like reading food labels and stuff, is stuff that doesn't have a lot of allergens in it, because I already have a lot of allergies as it is. So I love when brands are like very straightforward with like, they don't have any of the top allergens in it. Now that I've been drinking the Fairlife ones, these ones taste a lot different. I used to be obsessed with these. I loved these so much. They're still good, but definitely a different taste than the other ones. I think the biggest thing that I'm really trying to be mindful of this year is the seed oils in everything. That's essentially why I stopped drinking oat milk, because of all the fillers and stuff. And I'm good with like the lactose-free milk. It keeps me fuller longer and I love it so far. So I've been doing that for like months now, but I just read that this has sunflower oil in it. Like, why do we add oils, seed oils to things? I don't know. Okay, rant over. We're gonna go to the PB location and see what this is like, because I don't know the parking situation there. I don't know where it is. Like, you know, it's like going to a place for the first time and you get anxiety, so you're like on Google Maps, like zooming in, trying to find like what the parking situation looks like. Yeah, that's me to a T. Overall thoughts, the room is like completely different. The vibes are a little bit different. Like, I'm glad that I came today to take class instead of waiting until next week, because I'm going to practice right before I teach my first class, which will be good. But I'm glad that I like experienced a full class in the room to just kind of get an idea of the flow, like, you know, where I'll be standing and stuff like that. But yeah, I am so beyond exhausted. I need to run a few more errands before I go back home. Feels so good to finally be home, and I cannot wait to shower. Made myself some breakfast. I've been loving sourdough French toast lately, so I made that, and then I did a little bowl of yogurt with some pomegranate seeds. That hit. I am beyond exhausted, I'm not gonna lie. Almost 1 p.m. now. It literally is 1 p.m. I'm gonna hop in the shower, rinse off all of this sweat, and see, this is why I'm so happy that I did my morning skincare this morning instead of waiting until after my workout. Mind you, I was gonna be home after the 8 a.m. workout, but things just kind of happen sometimes. So it's nice to plan ahead and get some things done before, just in case plans change. Okay, the tiredness is absolutely hitting me now. That was like such a long morning that I wasn't fully mentally prepared for, but I do want to talk about routines and habits and how you can kind of like stack them together to make them a little bit more consistent. So I have been rereading Atomic Habits. I haven't read it in a few years, and it's honestly just such a good book. It's such a good refresh to reread it again. And I think the one thing that I was kind of struggling with putting good habits together when it comes to like morning and night routines is stacking them in a way, or like adding them in a way that was like somewhat convenient to another habit that I was already doing. Like when I did that 30-day challenge to reset for the new year, I quickly realized what was going to work for me in like my morning routine versus my night routine. I feel like my morning routines, I used to try to add like journaling and reading and meditation. I feel like I was just trying to put like too many things all in one single routine. And I feel like I've really found a good balance being able to break up like certain habits in the morning versus, excuse me, certain habits in my evening routine. So for example, reading. That is something that I know I absolutely just do not have the mental capacity to do for like super early in the morning. I can read like 10 pages, but I feel like I don't really absorb the information as well as when I take 30 minutes to sit and read in the evenings, because that's like my way of winding down now. So like my evening routine, I'll read anywhere from like 30-40 minutes or like 3 chapters in my book right now, because I'm trying to reread Atomic Habits and finish it before the year ends. So I think I only have a few days left, and literally I'm gonna read today, tomorrow, Sunday, and then I should be finished with the book by then. I did the math to like make sure that I would be reading enough pages every single day for the last 7 days to like stay on track with that. Then comes like the whole meditation thing. I would love to meditate more often, but truly some days I just don't find the time to do it. And I've realized it's something that like, yes, I would love to do, but it's not something that I feel like I absolutely need to do in my routine. The red light therapy, the way that I have like broken up and structured that has worked so much better. Now that I have that face mask, I can do my red light therapy in the morning. It's something that I don't have to think about. It's not something that I have to like carve time out of my day to like sit and meditate and like be in front of like the red light like I have with this one. So incorporating that into my morning routine, and also because I'm sitting there with this mask on and I usually don't like to put like my contacts in that early in the morning because I'm still kind of just like waking up, it forces me to then not be on my phone and to like listen to something and do something else while I'm just sitting there. So like I could meditate, or I've lately been just listening to like an educational podcast or something while I have those 20 minutes where I'm like not really doing anything. So I feel like it's just the way that like you put your habits together with things that you're kind of already doing. That's what's going to make it more successful for you to like stick to that habit and stick to that goal. So I've been able to stick to like my educational podcast goal and my reading goal a lot better by switching it up in that way and like separating when I do them. So I'll do my morning red light therapy with the face mask, and then I do like red light therapy for my entire body, usually in the evening time whenever I'm putting on like my skincare and doing like my body lotion and stuff like post evening shower. So it's just been like broken up a lot easier. And I've also found that like reading at night, I'm able to dive deeper into the book rather than like I was literally only reading for like 10 minutes in the morning, because I was just like, this is a lot of information for my brain to take in like first thing waking up. So I feel like it's a lot easier for me once I've like had an entire day. I feel like that might be the opposite for some people, but for me it's easier to be like, okay, time to like step away from work and everything else, and I can like dive into this book now, and that can be like the only thing that I'm like thinking about before I fall asleep. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. That is going to be it for this morning routine. I hope you guys have a fantastic New Year's Eve, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year's Day and a good start to the new year. Leave a goal of yours in the comments down below, or something that you like started in 2024 that you feel like you're really going to bring into 2023 and you're bringing into 2024, or comment like a mantra that you have for 2024. Like, let's just leave some good vibes, good ideas in the comments and help inspire each other. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the new year.